Hey everyone, welcome back to another discussion. And today we will talk about the perfect hamburger. Yes, you heard it right. And the reason is because the other day, like last time, we take a look at the perfect pizza, and today it will just be fair if we do other food as well, right? And yeah, today we'll talk about the perfect hamburger, and not that the term or the word perfect is according to myself, so of course this will be a little bit different, among people, right? Like my perfect is different from your perfect, and etc etc. But yeah, let's just start it, I guess. First is you need to classify what would be inside your sandwich or hamburger in this case, because hamburger is actually sandwich if you think about it. And yeah, like what will be inside the top bun and the bottom bun, right? These two here. And yeah, what will fill this empty void over here, right? That's basically what hamburger is, right? And then how thick you want the hamburger to be. Like for instance, of course you don't want your hamburger to be too thick that you cannot uh, you know it have a bite all the way from bottom to up, to the top in one bite. Like of course you want this, right? When you eat hamburger, you don't want to just uh, bite this side and then bite another side over here and then another side, and that will be messy actually, because you can the feeling can actually go everywhere if you're not careful, of course. Or you can also just eat it like some people that actually eat it, just taking off just take off the top bun, and then just just eat it one by one using your fork and your knife, basically. Just eat the bread and then eat the tomato, eat the lettuce, or onion rings, and then eat the beef or the patty, and then the bottom bun. And I mean, that's fine if you are one of those people that actually do that, but that's fine. Yeah, that's basically it for the hamburger, like what you want to be inside the hamburger itself, right? And the first, of course, we start with the outer layer, which is the buns itself. um what kind of buns do you want, right? Do you like it the no taste bun, or do you want it with the sourdough, or no taste is like regular dough, or do you want it like sourdough? Because I think there's actually some places that use sourdough as their bun, but um yeah, I think that's quite common actually to have non-regular buns. Like you can even use not buns, like some other uh type of outer layer. Like for instance, you can have you ever heard about the rice burger, where this is actually rice, um like a rice patty. Basically, you grab some rice and then you make it solid into like patty, and then just grill it or roast it, I guess, and that will be your buns, basically. Again, some places actually sell this, and some people actually enjoyed it. I mean, that's fine. And yeah, again, the buns. Do you want like do you want some toppings like the sesame, or do you want it like uh just nothing in it? It's just plain bread, right? And then do you want it to be roasted or grilled? At least for the bottom side is, of course, right? But for the top part, uh, I mean the inside part of the buns is usually grilled first, right? But do you want the outer part also get grilled? Like some people prefer it, some people don't, but that's fine. And yeah, I guess we can start with my choice. I actually don't mind with any. Um, I don't mind with either sourdough or regular dough, like the plain bun or the sour bun. But um, I think that's fine for me. Anything's fine. And do I want some sesame? Yes, probably just for the looks. It's not necessarily adding some taste into it, but I mean, again, it doesn't matter if it does have sesame seeds or doesn't, but that's fine for me. About the grilling part, I actually like mine got grilled in this side, the inner side, and then for the bottom part, I want the outer also got grilled. Just because when it's grilled, I think it becomes solid, so that I have a solid base for my burger, so that it doesn't really get too soft and cannot hold whatever is inside or top of it, basically. And yeah, as for the top part, if the choice is between dry or grilled bun and soggy bun, I would prefer the grilled bun for me for the outer layer of the top part. I don't want the bun to be watery basically or soggy, so if the choice is to only to do I want it wet or soggy or dry because of the grilled, I'll take the grilled one. Yeah, I don't want this to be soggy or watery because it becomes too soft, and also the water doesn't actually add in taste, and it just basically will reduce the flavor, I would say, but I don't know. But yeah, that's my preference. Excuse me, there's a dirt in my phone. I need to remove it. And yeah, okay. And again, that's the bun. And now we can talk about the other part, which is the inside. I guess we can start with the vegetables first. Like for instance, the tomato. Of course, I want tomato in my burger, right? Like this is for the vegetable. I want the tomato, and then lettuce. Some lettuce is fine, but sometimes when adding lettuce it gets too tricky. The reason is because the shape of the lettuce is, I think, the problem, the most problem. Um, because this is not flat, right? It can get sometimes this can get too big or too wide for the burger. Like for instance, you only have this size of the burger, and when this goes in it gets too big, and it gets too messy, I would say, and it just, I don't know, it kind of doesn't look good. I mean, sure, you can get it a little bit out, but not too much. Like maybe at the borderline of the burger, that's fine for me. So yeah. And then the next problem is that this is not flat. So when you look it from the sides, this actually looks like this, right? And it gets, sometimes it becomes, it can add, it can affect the whole burger to be not stable, or just not, because of it, this is not flat, then uh yeah, basically your burger will not stand straight, and it can topple down. Basically that's what I'm trying to say. And yeah, um if but I'm good with it. It's great because this is the like green, the greenery, right? It's like the green vegetable that is needed. And yeah, I think there's no other thing that can replace lettuce. But yeah, um, again, if this is too big, I'll probably cut it, like the edge. I will cut, and just kind of make it circle, and just place it on top of this so that I don't have this excess, too much excess going out of the burger. And yeah, And then the next is probably what is it like? There's tomato, lettuce, and then oh yeah, there's some places actually adds onion ring. Um, I'm actually good with that. Actually, that's like one of the best feeling for me because it adds flavor, right? The onion ring itself will add onion taste, and that's actually great because we have the fresh tomato and then fresh lettuce. Might as well have some, you know, fresh onion rings, right? Um, the onion ring is I prefer it, deep fried first using some batter and just make it crispy basically. But the thing about onion ring is that usually when they sold it, they just stack like three of them, right? And just place it like this. But the problem about this is that there is like this overlapping, and again it will make the whole thing become not flat. It will have bumps in it that will affect the whole structure of the burger itself, and it can topple down again just like the lettuce. But yeah, so my idea is to have this onion ring cut. uh, so you have this onion ring, deep fried onion ring with batter, right? Just cut it into twos, like three of these. So you have this part of the burger, right? And then so when you have these parts, and then you can stack it in the burger. Like for instance, this is the burger, and just place it over here like this, and just make it like non-overlap. Maybe some over here, some over here, some over here, and just like that. And yeah, like there is six, right? Probably one over here. Yeah, just like that, so that you don't this so that this onion doesn't overlap or stack to one another, and cause the whole burger to become not flat. And if you of course this will take some more work or effort to to cut it, and then to make it you know fit that it doesn't overlap each other. But from the side it will looks like this, probably like the slice will not overlap this like this. The onion ring doesn't become bumpy at the middle, and because of this it will flat like this. And yeah, that's my preference. But yeah, I guess that's the main three vegetables that I want, like tomato, lettuce, and onion. You can also get some pickles, but I personally don't really like pickles because sometimes it gets too sour, and I don't really want that sourness. Because we already have the tomato, and I think the onion also adds a little bit of sour taste. I'm not sure, but yeah, I think this also adds the sourness, and I don't want the green pickles because it can get a little bit too sour for me at least. Um, but I think I see another place that sells burger. Like for instance, the vegetable is actually mixed. So you have cabbage. Where's the cabbage color? Let's put green, I guess. So they slice the cabbage and into thin slices, and then they add like carrot, I believe, carrot, orange, uh, and then the cabbage is actually white, right? Not really green. And then there's like some kind of purple onion or red onion in this case, even though it's actually purple, I would say. Just let's take this. No, yeah, let's just take the purple color, maybe this one. I don't know. And the red purple onion also got sliced, and then they mix this with the mayo, right? I think this is like Asian style, I don't know. They add mayo. The mayo is all of course white in this case because I cannot put white because of the background color is white. So yeah. So they add the mayo, right? And then they just mix this up, like so that this becomes like salad, I guess, in a way. And they just take a scoop of this and then put it in your burger. But yeah, I guess that's also fine for me. But this should be the only vegetables, right? And so that they don't add another, like for instance, extra tomato or lettuce or even onion and stuff like that. So this is like a one thing, one scoop, and then that's it for the vegetable. You don't add anything else. This is also fine for me, but this will work with like some kind of fish, I would say, for like fish fillet or chicken fillet, and yeah, that will be for the next section. I guess that will be it for the vegetable, and then the next will be the beef or the patty, I would say, the meaty part, I would say. And yeah, of course, for the regular burgers, I would love to have the beef, beef patty or ground beef without flour or I don't want it to be crispy. Like for instance, crispy chicken, I don't really like that. I will prefer, ground beef and yeah, grilled, and then just maybe add the cheese also, because I don't know how else you would add cheese in the burger without uh, you know cooking it directly with the beef, right? Just place it on top of this and then grill this, and the cheese will melt, right? And will melt and stick to the beef, and that's actually nice for me, because again, how would you add the cheese layer inside the burger without um, doing this with the grilled beef? And maybe you can use the like cheese sauce, just to add it, just make it ready, and then you can pour it down. But the thing about this is that this can get very messy, right? Because this is like sauce, and then it can, just dripping out basically and gets messy, and I don't really like that, because I want my burger to be in one thing, and it doesn't get messy, and that I can eat the whole thing, without having to scrape the sauce off the table or the paper that holds the whole burger basically. And yeah, that's my preference about the beef, the beef and the cheese. I want both of them like grilled directly, and yeah, I want the cheese to be like melted but not get messy. As for the beef itself, like I said, if it's like for the other mayo, like vegetable mayo thing, uh, you know, I prefer the chicken and fish fillet without butter. I would say butter. That's is that it? Like this, butter. Uh, like I don't like to pick katsu or stuff like that. I just want the chicken fillet and the fish fillet. Maybe some light cover, flour covering, to prevent the beef or the chicken or the fish to become crumbly and gets messy. I guess that's fine. Like, but I don't want it to be too thick and crispy, and just make it crunchy. I don't really like that. The reason is because um I don't mind the crispiness, but I don't want, because the flour, the crispy part, I know, like this is like your chicken or fish, right? And then if you add flour, it can get just covered with flour, and it will get becomes too big first, and then just this, it becomes not flat again, it becomes rough, and can make the whole hamburger not stable and can get messy. And yeah, that's why I like very thin covering of flour, probably, not not becoming crispy, like crispy chicken. If you Google crispy chicken, you will have those images with a lot of flour, right? That becomes too big. And yeah, and I guess that will be it for the beef. I guess that's it, right? That's everything basically. um as for the sauce, I prefer just tomato sauce in the bottom bun. uh at the bottom bun, this just put it over there, right on top of the bottom bun, like in this layer, because I don't want this to become messy, so it's better to put it at the bottom bun, because it will absorb the sauce so that it gets sticky and not dripping outside. Basically, that's what I want. And do I want another thing like probably mayo? Maybe not. I'm not sure about mayo. Uh, I already got the cheese, so I don't want too much, saucy flavor. Basically, like I want tomato and cheese. That's basically it. Or tomato and mayo without cheese, or just cheese with the mayo, basically. And yeah, I don't want a lot of sauce in it, because I want it to be simple, basically. And yeah, again, if this is mayo, that will be in on directly on the bottom buns. And yeah, again, to prevent the messiness, right? And yeah, I guess we can start stacking our burger then. Let's start with the bottom bun. Again, bottom bun is very crucial, because this will hold the entire burger, grilled, outside and inside. And yeah, and then the sauce, like I said, tomato sauce or chili sauce. Probably chili sauce, because I like spicy myself personally. And then this will stick to the bun, right? Then you can start putting the beef, because the beef will stick to the sauce, and just make it nice. This is the beef. I prefer one beef. I don't really like double, because it can get too big. It depends on the size, actually. I can eat a double beef burger, um, if the size is not too high. And then this is the cheese layer that's melted on the beef that already been grilled directly with the beef. Basically, this is the cheese layer. And then you have the lettuce, I would say, because it is, I guess, because this is rough, the lettuce. And yeah, this is the lettuce. Again, not too big, because I don't want it to get to go over here, right? I don't want it to pick. And then you can add the tomato. Let's put the red tomato over here. Again, the same as the onion ring. You probably want the tomato to be cut in half, and just stack it so that it doesn't overlap the whole thing, or just put two over here, right? Just like that. And yeah, just like the same as the onion ring, basically. This is like the tomato. And then the top on top of that will be the onion ring that I said. Again, no stacking onions on top of each other, so that it stays flat, and just like that. Probably too much onion, but that's fine. And then I guess the last part will be the top bun, uh just the cover, I guess. And just this bun, I would say. And then the inner side is grilled, the outer can be grilled. It's better than being soggy. And then the sesame seeds is optional. I don't really mind that. Yeah, I will remove the arrow first, and then yeah, let's just add this. Do I want another sauce? Probably yes. By that I mean the same sauce as the bottom bun, but it's on top. And just below this top bun, basically. because again I don't need to be a little bit too messy. That's why. And yeah, well, I guess that's it for my for my what is it, burger, the perfect burger of my preference. That's it. And yeah, um I guess that's really it, right? And what else do you want? What else do I want? Probably nothing. This is like how I would eat my burger. It's pretty simple, right? It doesn't get too tall, and then it's a perfect bite size. You know, it doesn't get too messy. And then yeah, it's tasty because of the sauce and the cheese and the freshness of the vegetables. Yeah, I guess this is my perfect hamburger at least. If I want to add another beef, it's probably directly on top of the first one, because it's better to stack it. It better than putting it on here where things don't get unstable. Like the vegetable is actually the unstable parts of the whole burger, right? And if I put it over here, then it will press down, right? And this probably the side of the vegetable, like the tomato, will slide out and stuff like that, that I don't want. That's why I prefer it like right on top of the first one, so that you have another one over here. And if you like a triple, then another one over here, and etc etc, just like that. And yeah, I guess that will be it for today's discussion. Let me know about your preference of your burger. Like how would you want it to be? Um, do you want it to be crispy beef, like crispy chicken instead of beef, or crispy fish, or what else do you want to add as vegetable? Like probably cabbage or red onion, or I don't know, carrot. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. And yeah, I guess that'll be it for today's discussion. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you again tomorrow. And happy eating burger. I guess I will order one right now because I am actually starving. And yeah, and goodbye.